Good day, people. Good day. How we doing out there today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you checking in from, make sure it's good. How are y'all doing today? I am A-OK. All is well over here in my neighborhood. I'm so happy to be here talking to y'all today. I am happy to be here talking to y'all today. It's a true blessing. Today is a good day, and I'm blessed. I was watching I believe it's Hogan Heroes the other night, and this is like one of my favorite shows. I try to watch, before it's time to go to bed. Something to calm and relax my soul and stuff like that. So it's not too much. It's no action thriller. It's an old movie. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I'm pretty sure before I was born because it also shows it black and white. But anyway, I was watching the show, and it was a scene where the colonel took one of the other colonels out to eat. And while they was out to eat, something had happened. Well, one of the men said they wanted to go speak with the chef. And the colonel said, now remember, when you go back there, you talk to the chef, you can never compliment a chef. And it hit me a little bit. I don't know, I guess what the young folks call today, it triggered me. But it didn't trigger me in a bad way. It really brought up, I guess, maybe the reason of why I wanted to become a chef, or yeah, yeah, I think it was the reason why I wanted to become a chef. And it's hard to believe, but something negative like that. Now, as I look at it, something powerful like that drove me to become a chef. Not being able to be pleased. Just thinking about that show was, to say, 20, 20 years before I was born, maybe 10. And back then, that was the motto or the aura around a chef, is that you cannot be nice to a chef. You should be able to be nice to anybody. But to talk to a chef, you had to be rude. You had to be stern. You had to give a chef a negative rapport for them to be happy. And that's basically, it still holds true to today. Now, I'm not saying there's no nice chefs out there. Please don't take my words out of context. I'm not saying that. I know for a fact there are. But I can really say majority of them are rude, disrespectful, not compassionate, not loving. They push and drive the line crew, the dishwashing people, anybody back of house in a negative way. It's all about trying to prove to the chef if you somebody underneath like a line cook or a dishwasher, anybody work back of house. It's all about proving yourself to them, going out your way to make them happy about what you are doing, which is it's crazy to really think about it. Is that type of formula, especially in a kitchen setting where you're cooking and you're trying to produce something for others that they would like, maybe even love and want to come back. It's producing an environment where negativity and unhappiness lives. And I don't believe in that anymore. I've been a chef, I say for years. For years, I've been cooking for over 20 plus years. And I believe I received I guess my official chef title maybe 12 years ago, I want to say. I worked my way up from, everybody started in the dish pit, but I started on the line. But I have washed dishes before. I'm not above that at all. But I started on the line and I worked myself from a line cook all the way up to an executive chef. And I can honestly say we are some cocky people. We are some cocky people. And to have people look up to us and want to, I guess, prove their worthiness to the kitchen or their loyalty to the kitchen or their loyalty to us, it's beyond me anymore. Well, below me. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to make a person feel like they're not worth anything unless I say that they are. That the work that they're doing in the kitchen is not worth anything until I say so. And I don't think that's right. I don't think anybody should have to live their life like that. Nobody should have to want to come into that type of pressure cooker and perform well. I don't even see how I was driven back in the day for that. To actually do that, to try to prove myself to a person day in and day out while being ridiculed and called all different types of names, and then have to suck it up, and then watching your other line crew go through the same thing that you go through and maybe even worse. Having to prove myself, and then when I get into that position, then turn and flip the pages on somebody else and have them do the same thing to me. It's not right. I don't want to make anybody feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel like that anymore. That I have to go into a job and prove myself when I know I'm already worthy. I'm already worthy. I am already good. I am already excellent. I am already great at what I do. And it's not because that particular chef has trained me. It's because I am who I am. I was set here to do on this earth what I need to do. It's already in me. I have everything that I need to be great, to do excellent. So why do I have to come in here every day and prove myself to you? And then as a chef, why do I have to push someone so hard? Make somebody feel so low so I can feel superior. So I can make them feel that they can't do anything without me in here. That's crazy. That's borderline insane, because isn't it insane doing the same thing, expecting a different result? And that's why a lot of these kitchens are going down now. That's why a lot of crew members or line cooks don't have respect for their chefs, because they're realizing the same thing. I don't think anybody should work in that type of environment. It might be other jobs out there that treat their people the same way, diminish their hopes, then try to make them realize that the only time they can feel a certain way or feel happy about themselves is because they made them feel that way. I'm pretty sure you might be working at a job right now that is not in the kitchen, that you might be saying my boss is the same way, or the person, my supervisor, is the same ways. I know I couldn't, me personally, I couldn't work in an environment like that anymore. Not knowing what I know now about myself. Not having the respect that I have for myself. I couldn't do it anymore. I don't want to talk to anybody like that. I don't want to be talked to like that. And that's why I had to step away. I had to step away from being an executive chef. I had to step away from the kitchen. Now, don't get me wrong, I adore, I love to cook. Cooking would always be my therapy. I love it. That's why I had to step back, because I could not let a person or a group of people with that type of attitude, with that type of drive, take that away from me. I noticed myself not wanting, after leaving out of the kitchen or somebody else's kitchen, out of the restaurant, not wanting to come home and do the same for myself, not wanting to prepare a meal for my family. I noticed myself doing that, always going out to eat. That's crazy. That I can go perform and I can go cook for somebody else, but when it's time to cook for me and my family, I'm too tired, or even despise cooking at that time because of what I just experienced a few hours before. I don't think it's right. So for me to know that I didn't want to lose that drive in me, or I wasn't going to let anybody take that away from me, I had to step out of the kitchen to find out what other route I can take in this field. Who else I can reach, because I know that I love to train people. I love to coach people. I love to show what I know plus more, and I love to learn. Because at the same time, I'm learning from the people that I'm teaching or training. So, how can I do that? Do them both well. Talking to somebody like that, making them feel less than I can't. Because I want to move them up. I want them I want them to find their greatest, their excellence. But I want to talk to them badly. Nah, I couldn't do that. I love myself and I love them. I love y'all. As human beings, I love you. So I didn't want that for myself anymore. I didn't want that for them. So exactly what am I doing right now? I'm on this journey of finding, like I said, another route in this field. I've been looking up different careers and some of them are interesting. They really are. And heck, who knows? I might build another type of path for somebody else to follow. A path that's not there yet. No, I haven't found it. But I haven't stopped cooking. You should see me. I be in that kitchen like crazy, just whipping up things. I believe that my food tastes better. My family is not complaining. People that come over here and eat, they don't complain. And back to number one, I'm not complaining. I actually love what I do. I love it. I love not going into a restaurant in somebody else's kitchen and being talked to any type of way they feel that day. And that's one thing about a chef. You don't know what they're going to feel that day. You don't, anything can move a chef. Somebody calling out their spouse made them mad before coming to work. They keep it going through some type of health issues. I'm not saying what they're going through is not tangible. It's not real. But as a chef, you have to have self-control. With control over others, over the restaurant, not over others, but control over the restaurant. You have to be able to lead as well as follow. And I noticed for myself that as a chef, I wasn't doing much following. A great leader has to be an excellent follower. And that's another reason I had to step back. I could go on and on about the ups and downs in the kitchen. But the main part about it, I didn't want to contribute any more to the downs of it. I didn't want any more headaches or making anybody feel like they were a headache. If I can't uplift and encourage somebody, I don't want to be there. So I'm gonna step back until I can. Because there's some great people out there that needs that positive encouragement. Some great cooks. There's some great dishwashers out there. It's great people in the back of house area that's in that kitchen right now, struggling and trying to keep themselves together because they got bills to pay. They have things going on outside of their job that they trying to get home to and they trying to stay sane for. but they have a chef riding them every single day because they feel as a chef that's something that they're supposed to do. And that's something that we don't supposed to do. I don't know how that stipulation or that stereotype was placed. And like I said before, I can't say that I wasn't driven towards it. But it needs to stop. We don't need any more Gordon Ramsay. Heck, Gordon Ramsay is not the same person he used to be now. He do have a little brutality to him still. You know, his words are a little harsh. And what you need to be, like I said, we're confident people and we're firm people. But it is a thin line with that. And I believe he has changed from the first Gordon that I seen. He has lightened up. So, chefs, if you're listening to this, stop. You don't have to be a Gordon Ramsay. You don't have to be that person that drives and motivates your kitchen through hate and malice and strife. Be that other one. Matter of fact, be you. Remember you was a line cook. Remember how you did not like how that chef talked to you, how you didn't like how that sous chef talked to you. But you accepted it. That's your fault for accepting it. You do not have to give what somebody has given to you. Your response could be totally different than how somebody responded to you. Stop treating that line cook, that dishwasher, that utility person, anybody under your supervision. Stop treating them like they are nothing. And treat them like they are a valuable person on your team that you need to produce what you need to produce. So that's exactly what you need. Because if they walk out of there right now, production stops. Produce production. Produce production. You need them to produce. Because if they don't produce, production will stop. So let's be kind to one another, people. Everybody is worthy. Everybody is worthy. Chef, I know you're going through a lot of things. But you can eliminate something right now by turning around and being nice to somebody, complimenting your crew. Try to drive them with positivity today instead of negativity. Do something different. Be you because you're not negative. You're not evil because of the chef that you had before that supervised you was evil. That was them. That wasn't you. Be you. Because I know I had to be me. This is me talking to you. I'm not a mean person. I'm not a hateful person. I love you. And if you can't show love, if you can't encourage someone right now and in this era, in the space that we breathe today, you don't need to speak. We need more inspiration, motivation. Because we all are worthy. We all are excellent. We all are great. And we need, sometimes, if we can't pull it out of ourselves, we need the next person to pull it out of us. And why don't you be that person today for your line crew? And line crew, won't you be that person for yourself today and say that you're not going to stand there and take that you're going to be taught to with respect, and to realize the food that you produce or the type of production that you produce will be much better in a good, productive environment. Well, thank y'all today. Go out there and encourage one another. Motivate each other in a positive way. Go out there and be you. Be great. Be excellent. That's all.